When we think of superpowers, we usually think of comic books and movies, flying heroes, indestructible mutants, or characters who can shoot lasers from their eyes. But what if I told you that you don't need to look at a Marvel movie to find real superpowers? You just need to look at nature. Our planet is filled with creatures that possess abilities so crazy, so completely logic-defying that they put human technology to shame. From animals that are literally immortal to creatures that can punch with the speed of a bullet, let's start with super strength and speed. Meet the mantis shrimp, a beautiful, colorful creature that lives in shallow tropical waters. But do not let its pretty colors fool you. This tiny creature possesses the fastest and most powerful punch in the animal kingdom.
This is the peacock mantis shrimp. He's actually neither a shrimp nor a mantis, but stomatopod just doesn't have the same ring to it. His eyes work independently and together to better target his prey. These eyes detect more colors than any creature on Earth and see polarized light. The mantis unloads the ace up his sleeve, hammer claws. His spring-loaded clubs strike 50 times faster than we can blink. For a moment, the surrounding water reaches the temperature of the surface of the sun. You heard that right. This crab is toast.
Humanity has been searching for the secret to eternal life for thousands of years, but a tiny transparent creature called Turritopsis dornea has already figured it out.
One of the most incredible organisms living in the oceans of planet Earth is the Turritopsis dornea, more commonly known as the immortal jellyfish. It is a tiny transparent jellyfish that was first discovered in the 1880s in the Mediterranean Sea, but can be found in many oceans around the world. The thing that makes this strange, almost alien-like creature so incredible is that it is biologically immortal. This means that the creature can be killed, but doesn't seem to die from old age. Most jellyfish species have a relatively fixed lifespan, but this jellyfish is capable of reverting completely to a sexually immature stage after having reached maturity, which is kind of like a butterfly changing back to a caterpillar instead of dying.
When this jellyfish gets sick, injured, or simply gets too old, it doesn't die. Instead, it hits a biological reset button. It sinks to the ocean floor, folds its body in on itself, and literally reverts back to a baby state. If you want a creature with absolute invincibility, look no further than the tardigrade, also known as the water bear. These microscopic animals are practically impossible to kill. You can boil them, freeze them to absolute zero, crush them under extreme pressure, or dehydrate them for 10 years. But their craziest story happened in 2019. A lunar spacecraft called the Beresheet crashed into the moon. On board that ship was a capsule containing thousands of dehydrated tardigrades. Scientists believe that these little creatures survived the explosive crash and are currently sitting on the surface of the moon, just waiting for someone to add water so they can wake up again. Have you ever seen the X-Men movies where Wolverine pushes metal claws out of his hands? Well, Central Africa has the real-life version, the hairy frog. When this frog is threatened by a predator, it does something straight out of a horror movie. It intentionally breaks the bones in its own toes. It then pushes those broken, sharp bone fragments straight through its skin to use them as deadly claws to slash its enemies. Once the fight is over, the frog relaxes its muscles. The bone claws slide back inside its toes, and the damaged tissue completely heals itself. It is exactly like Wolverine, just a lot smaller and a lot more amphibian. Super vocal manipulation isn't just for sci-fi movies. Deep in the forests of Australia lives the lyrebird. This bird has the most complex vocal cords in the world, allowing it to perfectly copy almost any sound it hears. In the 1990s, a documentary crew was filming in the forest and captured something shocking. The birds had been listening to human activity nearby. Suddenly, the lyrebird opened its beak, but instead of a bird song, it made the exact deafening sound of a mechanical chainsaw cutting down a tree. It can also perfectly mimic car alarms, camera shutters, and even the sounds of other animals crying for help to confuse predators. Many lizards can drop their tails to escape danger and grow them back, but the axolotl, a unique amphibian from Mexico, takes super healing to an impossible level. If an axolotl loses a leg, it doesn't just form a scar. It regrows a perfect, fully functioning leg in a few weeks. But it gets crazier. Scientists have discovered that axolotls can regenerate parts of their spinal cord, their eyes, and even large sections of their heart and brain without any brain damage. They can accept organ transplants from other axolotls without their immune systems ever rejecting them. They hold the ultimate blueprint for tissue regeneration. Captain America was frozen in ice for decades and survived. The Alaskan wood frog does this every single year. When winter comes and temperatures drop far below freezing, this frog doesn't try to hide in the mud. It just freezes. Its heart completely stops beating. Its lungs stop breathing. Its blood freezes solid. To any human doctor, this animal is legally dead. But the frog has a superpower. Its liver pumps massive amounts of glucose into its cells, acting like biological antifreeze. When spring arrives and the sun warms the ice, the frog's heart just magically starts beating again, and it hops away like nothing ever happened. We already talked about the mantis shrimp's physical punch, but the pistol shrimp uses sonic warfare. This tiny crustacean has one oversized claw that acts like a loaded gun.
The claw is cocked. The claw snaps shut so fast, it fires a bubble bullet up to 62 miles an hour. The bubble bursts and stuns the prey. It all happens in a fraction of a second. The fastest gun in the sea.
Nature is full of real-life superheroes. If you could choose just one of these animal superpowers to have for yourself, which one would it be? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more crazy facts about our world. See you next time.